Hey everybody, I'm Dustin here with Dream Crushing Debt, and today we're talking about how you can get the best interest rate on an auto loan while you're at the car dealer. Okay, the biggest thing that I could probably tell you is you have to do your research beforehand, and that means you need to go get pre qualified for an auto loan. They'll run your credit, they'll let you know what your payment is for the loan amount and all that stuff. Now you're just getting pre-qualified. You don't have to follow through with anything, but it definitely gives you a great idea of what your interest rate loan should be or could be, right? Um, Also, it's great to know just generally what interest rates are at the time that you're trying to buy a new car. Today, interest rates seem to be hitting about 4.5 to 5%, depending on where you're looking. So that's to me kind of high, but you'll just have to kind of see what it is. If interest rates are too high, you'll probably have to just wait and get something later. Um, but when you're at the dealership, though, okay, you've gotten pre-qualified, you know what your rates are, and things like that. And so when you go to the dealership, they're presenting numbers to you. They're letting you know what your monthly payment is. Okay, this is a great time to be educated because if they just say, "Oh yeah, you qualify for 6%," you're like, actually, I got pre-qualified through my credit union for 4.5%." Okay, so the best interest rate's typically just whatever's lowest at the time. Of course, 0% is the best interest rate to have, and that's what you want, 0%. But to get 0%, you're typically going to finance through the manufacturer, which the dealer will set up for you. So to find a credit union or any other bank that's offering 0%, I think it's not unheard of, but that's pretty rare, I would say. I've never seen a credit union offer 0% on something like that. Okay. Speaking of getting the best interest rate, um, the credit unions seem to have the best. I've never seen credit unions be a lot more than your typical big bank like Chase Bank or Wells Fargo, any of those. So local credit unions are a great place to go look and get pre-qualified at. Um, Something to keep in mind while you're at the dealership, though, is that the dealerships often will have um, relationships with the local credit unions for financing rates. And so, even though you might have been pre qualified through the same credit union, the dealership probably has special financing rates that they've worked out already with the credit union that you can qualify for. So, that's why it's go get pre qualified with a credit union, see what's realistic, and then go talk to the dealer. Let them present numbers. If they're higher than what you've been qualified for, you can just let them know. They might be willing to compete. They might be willing to come down in an interest rate. Otherwise, you know that you can always go to where you got pre-qualified and take out a loan with them. Um, but like I said, dealerships typically have a relationship with these banks because they are looking to do in-house financing. They're looking to sell cars, and so they'll kind of do whatever it takes to sell the car, especially if you have great credit and there's no reason why. So I have done this before. I've gotten pre-qualified, and I've walked into a dealer and they've told me they were going to give me a higher interest rate as well. That's great, but I'm not buying the car today then because I'm going to go get a loan through this credit union. And like, okay, hold on. Let's run the numbers again. And they did, and voila, they found a lower interest rate than even what I was pre qualified for. So it worked out in the end. So you've just got to have your research done. You've got to know beforehand what these numbers are because once you're at the car dealership and they're talking to you and they're trying to essentially pressure you into buying a car, it becomes really hard to think things through because you're in the hot seat. You're trying to process all this information they're throwing at you, and so if you can already go through the process, the thinking process of what interest rate is a good rate, what do I qualify for, what am I comfortable with, yada yada yada. If you can do that before you get to the dealership, it'll make that conversation go a whole lot better, and you can definitely leave knowing that you got a great deal, or that you'll go somewhere else that's willing to give you a good deal. So hopefully this helps the next time you're at the car dealership shopping for a car. I know it's helped me save some money in the process.